And finally, we arrive at bullet point number 4. And that is what the main point of this video kind of was in a sort of backdoor way. It is adding more meat and fat to your diet and reducing the amount of carbohydrates that you are eating in a day, i.e., start the journey onto the carnivore lifestyle and the carnivore diet. So what I would like you to do, again, in one of my last videos, we talked about 4 different diets that kind of encompass the realm of carnivore. And just real quickly, we can hit on them. They were the keto diet, the keto-vore diet, the vanilla carnivore diet, and then the lion carnivore diet. So my recommendation again to you would be to start on the keto side and work your way toward the lion side. I wouldn't necessarily want you to try to do what I did and go from the standard Americanized diet where you're eating carbs, you're eating, processed foods, you're eating desserts and ice creams and stuff like that. Even though I was eating a little bit more healthy because, I do go to the gym every day and I do work out all the time. So, it was more of a fact that I would eat, say, chicken and rice, and then I would have a bowl of ice cream, or I would have steak and rice and, I would have, I don't know, a piece of cake or something just because I really, really love dessert. But just start with the keto diet. Again, if you think about what the keto diet is, it's a little bit of a easier to follow diet than the carnivore style diets because you still can eat some minor fruits. You're still able to eat some vegetables. You're still able to eat a little bit of carbs that are going to help you stave off those cravings and that real feeling that first couple weeks of just, kind of being real lethargic and not really enjoying the diet that you're on. And the most important thing that we can talk about, like we've talked about in other videos, is staying on the diet. So if you're not happy on the diet, so let's just say you try to go straight to carnivore, and after a week or 2 weeks, you're just not happy. Instead of completely going off the diet, what I would recommend is drop down the keto-vore or drop down to keto and stay on the diet, because you have to give yourself a little bit more time than a week or two to really start to feel the effects of the meat-based diet. But it's tough. It's to use a saying, it's quick and it's simple, but it's not easy. So it's simple, but not easy. And the reason why is because you are drastically changing, for most of us, drastically changing the way we eat and going from carbs and carbs all day and sugars all day to 0 carbs or very few carbs. And your body is going to react negatively at first until your gut biome changes and your insulin starts to get low and you start to burn them ketones start coming out, and you really then start feeling good. The cravings go away, but it takes 2 to 3 weeks for that to happen. Some people even longer. If you've been on the American diet even longer than that, it takes longer for that to go away. So I've talked to some carnivores that are in week 3, week 4 that are still feeling like crap and they really want to go off of the diet. And I just tell them, I've been in 90 days now. I'm on my 90 days tomorrow for me. And it really took me 3 weeks before I started feeling the effects of not having carbs in my diet. And I started actually feeling good and I started getting my energy back and really feeling like I was over and above the energy levels that I had when I was eating carbs all the time. And I've told this to many, many people. I'm able to go to the gym now with no pre-workout, nothing, no caffeine of any kind. I just go with water with a little bit of electrolytes in it. And I go to the gym and get an 1.5 to 2 hour workout, including some cardio, and I feel great. But it takes a while. It takes a minute, guys. So stick with it. And don't give up. That's the most important thing. And you will start to see the weight come off.